Blinky Bill. Let's get the music
Let's
going. Hold on, I
go.
forgot to line the music up. Hang on. Wait. Got him. There we go. All right, that'll do. Blinky.
What's
So,
up?
Blinky Bill's here filling in for Swagman this week. Only for a couple of minutes though. Somehow, Blinky Bill managed to get hired as a flagman, as a traffic controller, which doesn't surprise me. They'd hire bloody anyone these days, wouldn't they? All
Yes,
I'm getting is nodding.
yes, I do. They will hire
All
anyone at any time, anywhere, even as a fucking koala.
all they do is ask you if you can put your hand up and hold a pole like that. So I'm pretty sure a
Yeah,
koala can do that.
with my claws, I can hold anything. Yeah, anything. Usually gum leaves.
I've heard you move a bit quicker than the average TC on some job sites too, Blinky.
Yeah. I don't lay down on the job. I only do that when the cameras ain't rolling, or if the boss is not on site.
But you
In
do
which
hang around a
case,
bit, don't you?
oh yeah, just hang from tree to tree, from pole to pole. Like to spread my chlamydia all over the place.
I
Just to
wasn't going
get
to go
over here.
there.
Bed to the left and a bed to the right, and everyone thinks I'm a cuddly teddy bear, but really I'm your
Woof.
average drop bear.
Now your eyes are the wrong color for that. I thought a drop bear's eyes were supposed to be
Now look,
red.
look. Some of the traffic controllers on site gave me some pingers, and well, let's just say I haven't recovered from last night or Friday night's little candy trip yet. Let's just
Yeah,
say
well,
there was some special gum leaves in that bowl.
koalas very famously don't have the quickest. What do you call it? They don't have the what's the word now? Metabolism. So
Yeah,
of
no,
course you
no.
haven't quite gotten over that
Look,
just
I
yet.
think I just hit the wrong green gum leaves. You know what I mean? I've just found what I thought was gum leaves, and let's just say it wasn't really gum leaves.
Then it's
They
the
had a
song's going to be
funny
going.
taste to it.
Hey, hey, it's Blinky Bill. Just a little bit slower than usual.
Just yeah, Captain Possum and all the other friends there as well. And yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
just had a bit of a rave off these gum leaves, and turns out the party was over in about half an hour. We were all laying on the ground looking at the sky, thinking what the
You
pretty sky
sure?
looks like.
You sure it was half an hour?
Oh, look, it could have been a bit longer. We lost time when the sun came up. It was dark when we took them, and it was daylight when we recovered from them.
That's not half an hour, Blinky.
Oh, well, look, I'm a koala bear, okay? I don't really tell time. We just judge it by, the sun comes up and the sun goes down. Captain
I
Possum
hear
lost
that.
his way.
I wonder how he managed to do that. That's interesting.
I might have spiked his water.
You put some of the funny gum leaves in there, did you? Told him that.
Yeah.
Told him they were mint leaves.
Yes, I did. I told him it was mint leaves.
No, but seriously, for those who haven't figured out, it's not actually a talking koala. This is Swagman's Halloween outfit. How was your Halloween, Swagman?
Look, it was good. This was supposed to be Blinky Bill in his entirety. It turns out I was sent a very stoned out Blinky Bill.
Yeah,
And
I think
look,
I
the
called
kids
it something
loved it.
like Freaky Bill, didn't I?
Yeah, it was Freaky Bill.
Freaky Bill.
Freaky Bill. It worked. Freaky Bill. It worked out on Halloween. So yeah, not too bad for Halloween. Anywhere else, I would have been going, "What the fuck's going on?" So I'm gonna
just
get a
walk in,
spotlight and change his eyes out.
just just walk into the pub on a random Thursday wearing it, see what happens.
I'm thinking of doing that. To be fair, I was also thinking about going down the local foreshore and just walking down there on the Sunday, but the weather was quite shit. So I was like, I don't really want to get wet. And
just
believe it or not,
just
a koala's bear's eyesight is really not that good, and they certainly held up to it in that fucking head of their head they gave me. Certainly can't see
Gonna
shit
say it
out of
doesn't
the
look
eyes.
that great.
No, you got to look sort of through the mouth if you want to know where you're going.
Yeah.
But I did get another one, the Easter Bunny, and the Easter Bunny looks even more scary. The Easter Bunny was a Temu Easter Bunny.
As it often does.
Look.
Hey, those thing with Easter Bunny outfits is that they can always be hit and miss. There are a lot
Yeah.
of famous photos on the internet of people whose Easter Bunny outfits just did not work out.
I'm just gonna say, look, I ordered special feet because the feet I got were not that of what you would use for Easter bunnies. Easter bunnies don't wear shoes.
What have they got? Dildos for toe? Oh, they don't wear shoes. Okay.
Yeah. So the head I've got when I can find it. Oh, I'll wait till you see this one, guys. This one's a crack up.
Oh God, this is gonna be bad.
Here we go. Are you ready for this?
Okay. This is already going to be a hard episode to animate. I can tell. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Hey guys, I'm the Easter Bunny. Oh, let's go.
Like if the Michelin Man had sex with a rabbit.
I don't know how they got that one so wrong on Temu. It's yeah, the scary Easter Bunny. So
that's the Halloween bunny.
I could have wore the Halloween one and this one as the Halloween one, but then Blinky Bill kind of turned up a bit, like it's just a very odd one. Now that the Blinky Bill cost me $2.50, but when I complained, I got my money back. So now I've got a free mascot outfit. So realistically, it was a good buy.
You could turn up to any footy game. It doesn't have to be the foreshore. Just go to a footy game.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just turn up to the airport even, which I thought of actually doing, just turn up to the airport wearing that thing. Now, I can say that because I know nobody from my family watches this show from the UK. So no one's going to see it from the UK. We should be right. Otherwise, it's going to spoil the surprise that I've got going on. So, yeah, it's been an interesting month, that's for sure. Been some changes, even in Victoria, that I see that regardless of the outcome of The Voice, everyone voting no on The Voice. Victoria's just decided to go, you know what, we're going to introduce it anyway. And they've gone right ahead, brought it into play, and brought in an Aboriginal treaty. So go figure. It's I don't know what our politicians are doing. It's like they want to shoot themselves in the foot for the next election that's coming up in what? 2
You know what
years?
I've noticed? The Voice isn't the only one that's back. Big Brother's back now too.
Big Brother is back. That's where I was leading with it. So,
okay.
Big Brother, I cannot wait to see the first episode. So,
I reckon that's going to get taken off the air faster than anything.
I think so. I don't think they're going to have what they had last time.
The thing is, the stuff that made Big Brother really good back in our day was the stuff that got it cancelled as well.
Yeah, well, that's it.
And
all the
I don't mean
shit that made those people famous for all their how would you put it? Their larrikins sort of joking around wouldn't exactly fly in today's modern world.
It's not only that, but I mean they had what was it? Big Brother. Was it Friday Night Live or Big Brother Live or something? And they'd have those games on a Friday night. They'd make all the housemates compete. They had Big Brother Up Late, which is one of the things that got the whole thing cancelled.
Literally,
because all those sexual harassment claims came out of that.
Yeah, and I think how would you work Big Brother now in 2025, given everyone's I don't want to say weak attitude, but I'd say very they're not. There's no thick skin anymore. You say the wrong thing, and it's like somebody's crying in the corner. So I'm hoping they've found somebody that just cries for the sake of crying. It'll make for good ratings. Because I
Yeah, well,
think
that was
everyone's
it.
too soft-skinned these days. Like you look at all the crap that's going on, you can't even say anything that's not racist without being called a racist. You know. Uh,
Well, the point is that they were trying to make it edgy. So they put all these housemates into a house together that weren't supposed to get along
yeah.
for the drama, and then shit ended up happening, and the
Yeah,
show
well,
got taken off the air.
that's it. And then when you look at Big Brother After Dark or Big Brother, what do they
Update.
say? Yeah, Uncut, I guess you'd call
Yeah.
it. There was no filtering in the Uncut. Now,
No.
it's I think Big Brother was the first ones to ever bring live nudity to television, free mainstream TV. There was warnings saying this is Big Brother Uncut. It was on late, so kids should have been in bed, and there was an uproar because
it was on at about 10:30 at night, wasn't it?
yeah, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Now these days, kids are still up 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. You tell me one kid that's not in that doesn't have a TV in their room watching TV 10:30 at night trying to fall asleep.
I know, I used to.
That's exactly right. I was watching things like Blue Heelers, and then before Blue Heelers, I'm flicking across to bloody Big Brother and watching Big Brother. Quickly flick across to watch Blue Heelers, and then straight after Blue Heelers, you'd switch the channel again to watch Big Brother Uncut. But that's when
How good were those?
Seeing doodles flying around and the sex scenes going on, and if you wanted to learn about the birds and the bees, Big Brother Uncut was the place to be.
How good were those old TVs with the actual rotating dial?
I know, right?
If mum was coming downstairs, you could just snap it over to Channel 9 real quick.
Yeah, real quick, and then she'd be like, you just changed the channel. I heard it. Now you can change the channel without them knowing that it was the channel.
You figured out if you could turn the knob really slowly, it wouldn't click as loud.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, you just gotta go real slow with it and just do like a little instead of that.
And hold it with the other hand and just
yeah. And having to move the antenna so you could get actually good reception. Now you just plug your antenna into the wall and the antenna's on the roof. Instead of having the old bunny ears on the TV, having to hold it with one hand, going, yeah, let's watch TV. We'll just hold it like this. And you'd get some idiot that comes walking in the room, your TV go fuzzy, so you're swearing and carrying on at them to fucking move out of the way. You're blocking the reception.
See, I got lucky in that respect because my bedroom used to be my stepfather's hobby room, so he had a TV in there anyway.
Yeah, of course he did.
I
guarantee his reception never.
So that I could put the TV at the end of my bed.
And I guarantee he didn't have an absolute issue with his reception. I miss some of the old
he
stuff.
did not.
Well, so we lived up in Port Edwin for the first 5-6 years of our life, and we used to have the old vinyl recordings and the old recorder. My nana, who lived in Cannington, had the old cuckoo clock. So you go, and the old organ, the triple organ. So every time we go to Nana's, you're getting fed because Nana believed we didn't eat. So it didn't matter if we'd just eaten. You're getting fed anyway.
Also, we were in the middle of a global financial crisis, and Nana's mortgage had been paid off 50 fucking years ago. So
exactly right.
She had plenty of money to spend on food, unlike us now. Now
Nana's house would have been worth like $900,000 to $2 million, $2 million, $900,000 to $2 million, and we're sitting here going, should have bought a house back then. I still remember the days where a house was 50, 60 grand growing up, and I was always saying to Mum, you should buy a house, you should buy a house, you should buy a house. And we just never had 50, 60 grand because the wages weren't there to be able to buy the house. Like, yeah, it was cheap housing, but every year that we got older, the house price would go up. Now it's 150 grand, age 14, and we're going, now the house is 250 grand, and we're still thinking that's expensive. Now to have a house, it costs you $500,000, and you've got to wait for it to be built because you're not going to buy a $500,000 house unless it's built. unless it's being
yeah.
built, because it costs
Unless
about
it's
900,000 now to buy a house.
yeah, that's it.
It's
Well,
it's getting ridiculous.
it's hard here in Sydney because there aren't really that many new housing developments going in.
No,
Um,
and as you watch the TikTok guy, you can
mm.
see that the development is not that good either.
Oh
Now
no,
we
he's in
do,
Melbourne. He's not in Sydney. That guy's in Melbourne.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
travelled around a bit.
yeah.
What's Stunky Poopsie? Best viewers
Huh?
streambo.com.
Oh, it's
Oh,
scam. Don't worry about it.
scammer thing. Is there a way to remove
Uh,
these?
no, not from here. It's just because I got the stream up on
Okay,
the
yeah.
street. The stream's on what is it? It's not Discord. It's on Twitch.
Twitch,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
it's
where
just
that
a
comes from.
filtering
But
through sort of thing. So what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying is I should just keep this on, so then as people are flicking through, looking at it, they come across Blinky Bill.
Hey, it's Freaky Bill.
Hey, oh, we should make that Freaky Bill. I should change that. Give me a sec. Oh, that's so good too. How did I not think of that? Freaky. There we go. Love it. Yeah. So, what were we talking about?
We
Growing
still
up.
had if we still had Snoozy, I reckon we should have rang her with you with that thing on and see what she did.
You know what? We should try and do it live. Should we try and do this a
Nah,
live thing? We're like, hey,
nah.
jump in on the live stream.
She's not ready. I think she's off doing something else tonight.
Yeah, she is. She is off. Last thing I seen, she was posting new photos on her Instagram, which I think they were professional photos she got done or something like that.
The last thing I saw, she was hiding under her desk on Snapchat
No way.
because it
She's
was
with-
oh, it was a shit day. I mean, that was yesterday. Yesterday went to shit for me and her and just about everyone else I know in Sydney. For whatever reason, everyone just had a really crap day at work.
Yeah, how's your bus driving going? Just get some good old yahoos on the bus yet?
I don't actually get many crazy people, but
Yeah.
this is going to sound really bad, but I've learned to hate Wednesdays.
The middle of the week you've learned to hate. I think you're not alone in that. I think it's everyone.
No, hold on. Wednesday, and specifically every second Wednesday, and you'll know where I'm going with this if you were ever on Centrelink. Every second Wednesday is the day after Pension Day, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, over here it's a Friday, but yes.
So all the oldies and all the disabled people and that, they have all done their shopping, and now it's Wednesday, and they're like, "Well, I've got a couple of bucks left over to spend. Well, let's all go down to the club and pop that through the pokies.
No.
And let's all take the bus, every single one of us."
Yeah. Of
So
course
I don't
do.
mind that, right? I don't mind that because, it comes with the territory. But
when they've had a few
usually,
shandies and they come back on the bus.
no. They're all good people, right? They're all good people. But what'll happen, right, is my boss will give me one of the longest runs that we have, the 871.
No.
Okay, that goes all the way from Liverpool to Campbelltown. It's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half of trip if on the bus, and it goes past all the retirement villages.
No. Oh no. I couldn't
So
do the biggest trip. Like an hour and a half. Is that an hour and a half round trip or an hour and a half one way?
no, that's one way.
Oh, come on.
But
I don't understand how you get a bus route like that. So over here, if you've got Perth, but you've got Perth buses, you've got
yeah,
Rockingham buses, you've got
Mm.
Kwinana buses, you've got it's just nearly every suburb. So I say nearly every suburb. It's every other suburb that has a bus depot of some kind.
yeah,
And buses are allocated like that, but you'll never get a Mandurah bus that out of nowhere it's going to go all the way to Perth for no reason. Now, to get to Perth, number one, the Kwinana Freeway is shocking. So you'll never see a Trans-Perth bus on the Kwinana Freeway unless they are working that particular suburb area and to get the off-ramp to then get to the next area suburb. That's the only time a Trans-Perth bus I've seen ever go on there. Other than that, they all stick to the back streets, so you never get that long stretch.
Yeah.
But I would assume your trip is no cameras, no traffic lights, just country road.
No, you assume wrong. There are definitely cameras, and there are plenty of traffic lights. It's not country road, so
no way.
I'll explain it to you. There's a perfectly good reason why that trip exists, and that's because there is no rail link between Liverpool and Campbelltown.
How have you not got a rail link? They've just made that over here because Two Rocks never had a train station. Now they've got a train station. So there's no buses needed really anymore. Big time buses.
So for Campbelltown and Liverpool specifically, if you want to catch the train, you have to get on at Campbelltown. You have to go to Glenfield, change over at Glenfield, and then catch the train north from there, and then catch it east from some other station. Whereas the bus goes directly from Campbelltown to Liverpool.
Yeah, right.
But it makes it a right pain in the ass when that trip has 102 stops.
Oh yeah.
And on pension day, it's 102 old people.
Yeah, jumping on that bus.
Oh no, they're not jumping.
Well, I say crawling then.
Wheeling. Very, very slowly. Now, it does get old quite quickly.
Yeah, I'd be saying I'd just be sick on Wednesdays, every other Wednesday. Oh, sorry, boss, can't work today. Just a bit of gastro, I don't make it.
I'd run out of sick leave pretty quickly.
every other Wednesday. Sorry, I'm sick. Sorry, I'm sick. Sorry, I'm sick. That would be funny.
But it's like each one wants to take a full minute with their little.
It could be worse. You could.
And the emotional support dog and all that other nonsense that they need to bring.
Could be worse. You could be in WA and they could be screwing up the MetroNet project completely and deciding, hey, we want to spend like $15-20 million building a racetrack that will get used once a year.
Hey, at least you guys have a racetrack.
Well, we don't yet. And we don't want it either because obviously we'd rather that money go into, it's more of $100 and something million. We'd rather that money go into hospitals or ambulances. The fireys getting paid properly. I don't know if the fireys are a problem over there with their wages. Is it you got stations going offline or anything like that? I don't know if Sydney's got the same issue. I know Victoria's got the issue.
We mostly rely on the RFS here. Volunteers.
Yeah, right. The volunteers.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, because they counted as country, sort of Campbelltown.
No, just all of New South Wales relies on volunteers. We don't really have a salaried firefighting crew.
Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
I thought you guys would have had an actual service, but yeah. Well, I guess that'd be the main Sydney city centres and all that sort of thing that would have the paid fireys.
Yeah, I suppose so. But even so, like we do have a paid fire brigade here, but they're like the guys that turn up
after the fire's gone out.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, our government has just gone to shit. We've just had an election over here. So we're hoping that some change for the Rockingham area will change.
It'd be good to see it.
Yeah, it would. So Lorna Buchanan, I believe her name is, or Buchanan. Not sure how to spell her last name or pronounce it. she's just become the new Lord Mayor. So there's a lot of promises she made to a lot of people, and we're hoping she'll hold those promises, get the rates down, and start focusing on the actual residents of Rockingham and what they need, because the last council refused to listen. And because they refused to listen, they were voted out quite swiftly. So,
100%, yeah.
they seem to forget the people that put you there are also the people that can take you out of there. So there was a lot of campaigning.
A lot of governments tend to forget that. They forget that the person that gave you the power is that, the power that you're abusing is also the person that can take it away.
Yeah. And it's just been posted by the Daily Mail. Most Australians have had enough of Anthony Albanese. One brutal truth means he's untouchable. And unfortunately, he knows it. He's told many people off the camera that the only reason he stands in that position is power and money. He doesn't give a shit about the people of Western Australia. He doesn't care about the people of Australia. He knows that people don't like him based on the fact that he only got in via preference voting. So he's fully aware that Australians hate him. But
Which
he won't step down.
Preference voting is the biggest sack of bullshit ever.
100% it is. I don't understand how preference voting is even a thing.
We need to get rid of this two-party preferred shit as well. That would change 100%. This country radically.
And I think Pauline Hanson may get there at the next election, but I'm unsure because you need a lot of seats, and I just don't think she has enough seats and enough people on her team to be able to hold those seats. It would be great to see her as a PM. It honestly would.
As long as most of the, these other two big parties keep playing her down as being a racist and whatever else, it's never going to happen, unfortunately.
Well, the more they dig at her, the more people are going to start waking up. So it's actually having the reverse effect that they want. They'll sit there, they'll bag her out, they'll say she's a racist and she's this and she's that. And people are starting to wake up going, you're scared of Pauline Hanson, which is why you're saying all of this stuff. Yeah. Because if you didn't think she was a threat, you'd leave her alone. You wouldn't bring her up. You wouldn't talk about her. But they're actually strategizing, how do we bring her down? How do we find a way to stop this woman from speaking? And unfortunately, there is no way. She's been in politics that long now. She's got a platform.
And I mean, if you want to challenge, it'll be fun to see if someone ever challenges Anthony Albanese on being, or any of these other guys on being a racist, because let's hit them one day with the question, what would happen if you were forced to live in a black neighborhood? How would you feel?
Yeah. And in Victoria, that is soon to happen. Victorians are soon to realise that having an Aboriginal treaty means that they're going to have control of nearly everything. There's land over here in Western Australia. Now, if you look up like all the major stations, they've got an X in front of it, which means once that lease is up, it goes back to the Aboriginal people. So Aboriginals are getting everything. Regardless of what we voted on, the government's just gone, you know what? We don't care what you voted on. We don't care. We don't give a shit. Anthony Albanese's given the green light and said, we're going to do it anyway. Thanks for your input, but that was it. Gave us the finger, said, fuck yous, and that was it.
Sad thing is, right, I'm actually a bit of a fan of the Aboriginals getting stuff back because, they were the First Nations people, but I don't think it's actually going to happen.
Yeah,
look, I think this is all fluff that the government's put out there to go and get themselves more votes.
They're making more movements, and I think yes, you're correct. They're definitely doing it for the votes because they know they've got to start doing shit now to get the solid votes in and start how can we pay people off now to vote for us at the next election because we know we're going to
Yeah.
get voted out. So now they're starting to, okay, let's start the draw early, and they start handing money
And
out to
that's-
the Aboriginals and other cultures and other immigrants, and they're going to start building their fan base almost like China, who can elect themselves essentially because they'll have that many people voting for them. It's not going to matter what the average Australian votes for.
It's the same thing that happens every election. You'll get one party that makes one really good promise, and everyone's like, "Oh, cool! I want that to come into effect." But what
Yep.
the general population doesn't know about is all the shit things that party's planning on bringing in as well.
And what people need to start looking at is how the preference voting system works. Because that's now no one wanted Labor or Liberal to win. However, people voted for other parties, but didn't look at who those parties were attaching themselves to as a preference. Now, if they had done that and realized that most of their votes were going to Labor, they never would have voted for that particular party.
No.
So,
Fuck no. I mean, hell no.
Now people are going to wake up and go, well, okay, they got in on preference, which means my vote has done something to bring this guy in. And if you voted for Anthony Albanese anyway, you're a flog because, you could tell he was lying through the election. You could tell that he was just making shit up. He couldn't remember any of the shit that he was saying because someone would bring it up and go, oh, I never said that. Just like he said, oh, Donald Trump doesn't have a mobile phone, yet Donald Trump's then seen using his mobile phone, and Anthony Albanese was questioned on it, and he's like, don't you quote me. It's like, well, hang on, dickhead. You're the one that said it. No, I didn't say that, and if I did, I was only joking. Obviously, it was a joke. It's like, who doesn't have a mobile phone?
It's a fucking weird joke to make.
Yeah,
it's a very weird joke.
In other words, Donald Trump wasn't answering his calls and he couldn't think of a lie, and he thought on his feet, and the lie backfired later on down the track. So, look,
it wasn't even that much later on down the track.
Yeah,
either.
it wasn't even that much. I don't even think it was that. I think it was months, and they found out Donald did have a mobile phone and brought it back to him, and then they're like, hang on, you said this. So...
But
I think if we had Donald Trump, I think we'd be in a lot better position because look what he's done with America. Look at all the money he's drawn back into the system.
I don't know. Again, that's debatable. He's done a lot of shit things as well.
He's done a lot of shit things. Yes, that's the topic I was getting to. Is a lot of shit things he's done, but then there's a lot of good things he's done. So it's almost like he does 20 good things, but then he shits in the palm of your hand in the other. And it's like, then he mashes it together and hopes that some of it doesn't stick and more good than bad sticks through it. So, and it just doesn't work that well. He's got to be consistent. He's got to stop using the presidential fucking motorcade to go play golf because golf seems to be their main place that they go to every other day. Because they've got to shut down the whole fucking golf course, and that's just going to piss people off. Just because you want to play a round of fucking golf doesn't mean you should be shutting down a golf course. Like, that's your problem. Put yourself as a target. Anthony Albanese, again, has become a target. So much so, he will not do any public speaking now. So any speaking that he does do, it's either behind closed doors or in a locked off private location where snipers or anyone thinking of taking a shot can't get to him. But eventually he's going to have to come out and face the public. He can't keep hiding behind closed doors. So we'll just see what happens over the next few years, I guess, and how it all plays out. But if I was him and somebody hates you so bad, I'd be going, I don't think this position's for me. I should do what's right for Australia. I should step down and someone else take the lead.
The difference between you and him is that you actually care for Australia. He doesn't. He wants the power.
He wants the power. He wants the money. And the money and the power is why he stays. And he's told people that. Power and money is the only reason I stay. I know I'm hated. I don't give a shit. And that's why when you try and ask him a question in public, he just waves his hand like you're some peasant underneath his foot. You're the shit on the bottom of his foot. You're just a number. Thank you for coming.
The interesting thing that he needs to remember, though, is that we, the blue collar guys, are the ones that keep the country going. We are the
Exactly
ones that keep the economy turning.
Yeah.
We are the ones that keep the votes coming in.
And as you can see, just
Not
behind
me.
me,
I
I've got
don't
my
vote
Christmas tree up.
personally, but I
yeah,
do,
no, it's if I could take away my right to vote, I probably would, because it doesn't matter anymore. Until you
But the
get
thing is, it's not a right in Australia. It's a need, because if you don't vote, you get fucking, what is it, a $200 fine or something like that.
exactly, they force you to vote on these federal elections. If you're an
Mhm.
Australian citizen, you must vote.
We need to
So,
make
and
it
if
more
you
like
don't,
America, where voting is optional.
yeah, voting is optional. If you want to vote, you can. If you don't have to vote. Yeah, there's been times where you just sit there and you go, what's the point anymore? I vote for you, you don't get elected. I vote for you, not enough people elect you. I vote for you, and they screw up the country. Like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's why people have just given up. Council elections, not compulsory. You can decide whether you want to vote in those. But it costs $600,000 of taxpayer money for council elections. So why would you not vote? Because it's costing you $600,000.
Yeah, and that's out of your land rates.
Out of all the rates, everything that we have to constantly keep paying for. So I'm at two minds at the moment. I love voting. I like getting down there and having a bit of a banter with the people trying to convince you to vote for them.
Don't lie, you're just in it for the sausage sizzle.
Yeah, okay, it's the sausage sizzle. Yeah. Let's be honest, it's the sausages. I like the sausages. Something about an election sausage that just tastes better. Democracy.
Next time you should go down dressed as Blinky Bill.
I plan on it. I actually plan on it. I plan on going down there as Blinky Bill to vote, and then when they ask me, "You're not on the electoral roll," I'll go, "Of course I am, because you vote in a clown, you get a clown." It's a circus down there. There's like so many people.
I'm just here to save you from the wood chip mill.
I'm here to save the world and the gum trees that are constantly getting cut down. I want to feed you gum leaves. Here, have another gum leaf, and I'll just hand them all out. It's Winnie the Pooh. No, that's an idea. You just gave me an idea. Get a bunch of gum leaves, wait for the election, just hand out gum leaves.
Just go out with a bucket full of gum leaves.
Yeah, they asked me what's your phone number? Here's a gum leaf.
Oh, don't worry, come. I wrote it on me gum leaf.
Here's me gum leaf. Me number's on there. It's 123 gummy. Now, completely off topic. The missus decided we've just passed Halloween. Let's put up the Christmas tree.
Look, my missus isn't that far behind yours. My Christmas tree's been pulled out from under the house, and it's currently sitting in its box downstairs, waiting.
Oh, no.
It's just waiting.
Waiting to be put up. You got a 2-story house.
It's a single story, but there's a basement area.
Basement area, yeah. Yeah, no, I wish we had that.
My place, my house is on a pretty steep hill. So the front of the house is level. The back of the house is raised. It's like seriously raised. It's so the hill is so steep that there's actually space under the house for a whole nother room. The laundry's in there.
Right, yeah.
I'm sitting on top of the laundry.
That is cool. I would
and
love
a toilet.
To have a basement. There was a basement that was found by WA police that was an underground shooting range, and it was on the Channel 9 news. It was, I think it belonged to a bikie or an ex-footballer or someone anyway, but he ended up on the police radar system because he obviously opened his mouth telling people about this awesome underground shooting range. And yeah, the cops found it and shut it down. Now the council's trying to say, well, how do we resolve this problem? Because technically it's inside his house. It's not council approved, but how do you fill it in? You can't. There's no way to fill it in. You'd like, what are you going to do? Get a bunch of people with buckets of sand and just keep filling it until it's finally full, and then go, oh, there you go, back to normal land. But no.
That's it. That's it right there.
So they're going to have to council approve it somehow. It's going to be something that has to be done to get it approved, because I don't see another way of it getting demolished. It's inside a house, a personal house.
Maybe he just shouldn't have blabbed to people. That, that's just.
I think if you're going to do shit like that, yeah, definitely don't open your mouth.
Keep it amongst mates.
Yeah, just close friends and family that won't talk to the media or the police at that matter. So, yes, but it has. How was your Halloween? Did you have many people come around, or they just seen the hill and went, not today?
My Halloween was all right. I actually worked for half of it.
Yeah, so,
that was interesting. I mean, for me personally, it made things quite difficult because there were bunches of kids just wandering the streets unsupervised, and driving a large vehicle trying to squeeze it through the back streets of some suburb. You got groups of kids just running across the road. I thought I was going to kill someone, but luckily I didn't. But at home, nothing really happened. No one came knocking on the door. We didn't have any decorations up because we're not really big carers about Halloween, really.
Halloween, yeah. No, the Halloween here was very different for us. I wasn't going to do it, and basically I was gonna ignore it, and then very last second put everything up. Literally 2-3 days before, just went, you know what, bugger it, let's do it, and just put everything up. I had a guy on a motorbike come past that turned around and said, oh, can I get a photo with you? It's like I was dressed up as Blinky Bill. And the kids coming around, I made one kid cry. He was scared of Blinky Bill, but it's more like, I
don't blame him. That thing's fucking freaky.
It's freaky as hell. It was $250, and the thing looks like a freak. And then the person that sells it goes, oh, wishing your family good blessings and happy days.
Definitely Chinese.
100% it's Chinese. I wasn't expecting this thing until the end of next month, but it turned up early. Yeah. And I got it because it was totally different to what I was meant to get, which I think I've shown you. What I was meant to get and what I got were completely different. So this is what I was meant to get.
That actually looks slightly less terrifying.
That is less terrifying. Exactly what I wanted. And I got this instead of this. So for the biggest change, I got that.
Why can't Temu just sell the shit that it says it's going to sell?
Well, here's the worst thing. That one's not Temu. That's from China. Well, eBay China. But his excuse for it not being as described is, but it would cost a lot to ship that head. And it might get damaged in transport, so we hand stitch it, but we won't say in the description, this is not the head that you will receive. They don't say in the description that it's stitched.
Instead, you're going to get a head that makes children cry.
Yeah. Well, that was my argument to him, and I just said, look, I just want a refund of $150. You keep $100. And in the end, he's like, I'll give you $50. And I was like, no, we'll call it $100. And I was happy to close it on $100. But then I spoke to eBay, and eBay's like, we'll give you a full refund. And I went, okay, now the power's in my court.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was going to go full refund, screw you. And then I thought, you know what? I won't be that bad. It's not, yes, it's a bad sort of mascot, but shipping might have cost them about $50 and maybe there's $50 worth of material in there. So I said, look, keep $100. I want 150 back. eBay sent me a refund today for 165.
That's
so
nice. Now you know what
so
you should do. You should contact the same bloke again and ask him to send you a Santa suit because Christmas is around the corner.
yeah, and I'll end up with Freaky Santa or something. The worst thing is he does Disney mascots. And the Disney mascots look like the same type of head as what Blinky Bill's got.
So what
So
you're
he's
telling
just
me is that Santa Claus from The Nightmare Before Christmas is definitely on the cards.
100%. 100% it's on the cards. I'll do it for $165. yeah,
Sandy Claus.
I don't think he's going to hold his shop much longer because obviously I put in a report to eBay. I told him about it, and obviously then he's going to get reported, and he's probably going to lose his business or it's going to get shut down either way. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see sort of how that plays out.
He'll probably he'll get shut down. He'll open a new page in a week with a different name.
Oh yeah,
That's just how these things go. And before you know it, Freaky Bill's going to be back on the market.
Yeah, then Freaky Bill will be back up there again. I've just got a job review from someone. They're like, "Can you do this job review for me?"
What's the job review?
It's an IT position that my mate is going for, and he put me down as a reference because I was his boss back in the day. And the IT company has then sent me a, do you trust this person? Yes. Do you agree to proceed concerns you wish with IT talent acquisition and mobilization team to discuss?
Would I trust this person with children? No.
yeah, no.
That's a quick way to fuck up someone's life.
Fire them. Do not allow that. Oh my god, they've got like 1,000 questions on here.
Yeah.
I could just control something here. 2 secs.
No, that's okay. I like sex. Nah, that's all good. No, Halloween was not too bad for me. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Well, we got so back on that topic, we got about 30 odd kids, I think we had in the end. We had bags because we learnt from previous years that kids can't be trusted to grab their own lollies. So
absolutely not. They can't. Yeah.
yeah. So we bagged the lollies this year, and we handed the bags out of lollies to the kids that came. So then that way they had a bit of everything, and they couldn't just put their hands in and grab what they wanted. It was, that's what you're getting, that's what you're getting, and this is what you're getting. And
the funny thing is,
of everything.
Kids always think they're being clever with like cheating the system like that, but they're not, and they know that we're onto it because we weren't. Not all that long ago, we were kids ourselves, and we were trying to pull that same shit.
Exactly right. We did the same crap back then.
And it's kind of like that scene out of Lord of the Rings for me. It's like, do not cite the ancient magic to me. I was there when it was written.
Yeah, son, you are playing a game where I wrote the Bible for.
Yeah.
And I think kids forget that. They seem to forget. They just think, oh, adults are adults. It's like, kids, we were once your age. We didn't just come out of our mums and we were teenagers and adults. We actually started at your age. We played these games. We know the outcomes of these games. Let me teach you how to do it better.
I am the person who invented the cheat you're trying to use right now.
Yeah, exactly right.
It ain't gonna fly, okay?
The lies you are telling are lies that I told back in the day.
Yeah,
This is how you do
yeah.
it properly.
Now it
Gotta do
worked
the
on our
towel whip.
parents. It worked on our parents because there was a much bigger generation gap between the boomers and the millennials than what there is between the millennials and their own kids.
Yeah, exactly right. And that gap is so small that you still know the games you played that they're now trying to play. So you
Hmm.
can beat them at their own game and go, yeah, I've been there. I know your game.
It's not even
I
their
know
own game, it's
how
my game. They're trying to beat
it's
me at my game.
the game that I created, that I wrote the Bible for. You want
Hmm.
to play? Let's play.
It kind of reminds me of that scene in. Are you much of a Harry Potter fan?
Yeah, I've watched
It
and binged Harry Potter a few times.
It reminds me of that scene in Harry Potter and the Half Blood Prince where Harry finds out that, spoiler alert, Snape is the Half Blood Prince. And
Yeah,
he's been onto these tricks this entire fucking time because Snape wrote the book.
yeah, exactly right. And that's exactly what the childhood is really with between our generation and our kids' generation. We actually know the book that they're trying to play, so
Hmm.
it's either we help them with the playbook to improve the playbook, or we watch them fail at the book we wrote.
It's
So
usually the latter, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, exactly right. It's you're like, look, I know what you're trying to do on me, but this is how you can do it on someone else, and let's improve this situation
For
now.
us, it's a bit like Marge Simpson sitting underneath the tree at night
Look,
in a deck chair, just waiting for Lisa to finish climbing down the tree, and then she's like, "Bart Simpson, age 9.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly
that trick
right.
ain't gonna get past me twice."
Yeah, exactly right. And it's almost like I remember the days where I was going around kicking sprinklers and lighting
Hmm.
fires, thinking it's all. It just seems our time as kids were a lot different to what it is now. Like at least our
Yeah.
pranks and
Mm.
our, I guess you'd say, shenanigans were. I wouldn't say harmless, but I wouldn't say they'd put a life in danger either. Like, whereas now the games that the kids play either going to kill someone, put your
Mm.
life in
Mm.
danger, car surfing, doing all this stupid shit just to get likes on social media. And it's like, oh, yeah, let's go climb a fucking cliff without a harness on because I'll get a million views on it.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
it's great until you fall to your death on a live stream, and then you're dead. So a million people just watched you kill yourself. So
And then you
yeah,
get
there's
famous.
no, and then you get famous while you're dead. Whereas our shit was, let's go light a flare and set a flare off in the sky, or let's go kick sprinklers off at the
Mm.
school down the road and watch water piss out the ground. Or
That was
let's go
back in the
grab
days when
letterboxes
you
and swap
when
everybody's letterboxes around, like
that was
just
back in the days
dumb
when you could
shit.
actually get onto school grounds outside of school time, because
Yeah.
now they got fences that are like 12 feet high.
12-foot high, barbed wire, security camera, bloody
Hmm.
prison security wire all the way around it.
I mean, it's
It's
good. Don't get
it's
me wrong. It's
it's
good. It
great,
keeps the
but you
kids
definitely
safe.
feel like
But
you're
mm,
prisoned on the inside. That's for sure.
I remember
Um,
being able walking home from school. I used to cut through the playground of another school to get home, and
no,
now I go
now you
past
can't.
that same school to pick my kids up, and it's got a fence that's like twice as high as my head.
So now, if you want to jump the fence to go halfway, you've got to exercise, stretch, put on the good
Mm.
shoes, and make sure you've done your Pilates for the week, just because you're going to climb the fence just to cut halfway across the field,
I drive
jump
for a
another
living. I
fence.
haven't done
Yeah,
Pilates.
yeah, no, there is no man and dog that could get me to climb a fence, especially those school ones. Um,
No, it's
yeah, there
it's
was
not
good
even
days
like.
where you could skip through a school and you go, oh, I
Mm,
can skip straight through the oval. Now you're like,
yeah.
oh, I can't skip through the oval because it's either got fences or the homeless live in it now, or the gangs are hanging out in the park, so you can't skip through parks anymore because there's big fences around or dickheads in the grounds. It's not
This
safe
is running
anymore to walk.
territory.
Yeah, it's not
Skip
safe
here.
anymore.
This is running territory.
It's not
that's
safe
it. Yeah.
to walk at night. It's not safe to walk the streets anymore alone.
Well,
whereas in our day, you kind of could. You get away with it, and now you kind of can't. You just
I'm gonna say, coming from South Africa myself, I'll still say Australia is very safe, but things have changed. Things have changed drastically, and we just don't have the level of freedom we used to have.
No, and I think people say COVID had a big thing to do with it.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true. I just think we've just got a lot of sick fucks out there that prey on kids, and it needs to come to an end. There's all these gangs that are fully aware that any age under the age of 18 means they'll have a juvenile record, and when they hit 18, their juvenile record gets cleaned out. That law needs to change to a degree. If you're going to do dumb shit that is so severe that warrants juvenile prison or juvenile courts, then it needs to follow you into adulthood and go.
That has changed.
Has it really?
That has changed. Yep.
Hasn't over here.
Because now, if you commit something, if you're 16 and you commit a murder, you can actually get tried as an adult now.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So they've changed that part. So I would like to see that happen over here. That would be awesome. Because shit's just been happening lately where these youth is out of control because they got the mentality of, well, when we hit 18, that's when it's a problem, not right now. So let's just keep doing dumb shit. And it's put so much pressure on our emergency services that and the councils because they've got to clean up the bullshit that's left behind. And it needs to change, I think.
You still get this shit like stabbings and whatnot that happen even here, especially
look at
here.
The little kid, the South African kid that was, or the Sudanese kid that was stabbed. And it turns out it was a complete misidentity of two people. They stabbed the wrong two people. So, and that was on the 9 News. So, you know, you've got these African gangs running around or Sudanese gangs running around acting like they're top-notch fucking heroes. And really, they're just a bunch of low-life dickheads murdering fucking kids that are not even old enough to, or barely old enough to wipe their own ass.
Yeah.
You know, like it's, where do you get off fucking stabbing like a 10-year-old kid? Because what? And you not and you stab the wrong person. What? Because they might have said something and hurt your feelings with words. It's the Charlie Kirk situation all over again. You know, people getting killed over fucking words instead of action.
Yeah.
So no one knows how to talk anymore. At least in our day, if you had a problem with someone, they'd come face you face to face, not go, let's get in a gang and fucking go smash this person.
Not only that, I mean, if you had a problem with someone, you know, you'd go punch on with them, and then that'd be it.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's it. It's over. You'd have a couple of swings at each other, and then
you're all good at the end of the day. Became friends
again. now someone's got to bring a fucking knife into it, or they got to bring a gun.
A gun, a knife, a shiv of some sort, or a fucking Stanley knife.
Pencil.
That pencil, fucking sharpened pencil.
Not even a sharpened pencil.
It's not even sharpened. It's just one that can, that one. I've seen people fight with forks, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just stupid. It's got to a point we got our cops fucking out there looking for bloody knives now with little detectors. And what a waste of fucking machete money that was, fucking with the machete bins.
Yeah.
That was fucking interesting. But anyway, guys, we are getting on to our 1 hour mark now. We do try to keep them around an hour. It's not because we've run out of shit to say. It makes it easier for one, editing, and it also helps with our streams that we do later on in the month because we do a few of these every week. and we'll run out of hours if we don't keep them restricted.
And it really does stop us from being more like Three-Wheel Bicycle,
Who
where
do
those
three-
guys go on for like 3 or 4 hours in one episode.
I don't know how they
you
do
know
that.
what? I think I do, but it's something better discussed off air.
Yeah, I'm almost certain I know. the answer
It's
you're
got a
gonna
lot to
give.
do with these green cans.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's something that me and my mates could do. We could sit around and talk shit for hours if we've got enough beer.
You just put it out in the middle, ask how everyone's kids are going and your day's going and what you've got up to, what you got planned. Yeah, that can go on for a few hours.
You know, it takes me an entire week to listen to just one of his episodes.
I know, right? It's so good listening to them. They're a crack up. I love it.
But that's because I only drive 15 minutes to get to work. So.
I spoke to Stevie the other day, and there was a post I seen on Facebook, and it was someone in America saying, "I know Australia doesn't exist. I know they are fake. They don't exist. They're not on the planet. It's all an illusion." And then it cuts over to the Australian Aussie bloke. He goes, "Yes, mate. This here is a fake kangaroo over here. And they will fakely destroy you if you go near them. And they'll fakely use their fake claws to rip you open. So just
to
smack
fake you up."
Yeah. And he went on for a while with that. But I sent it to Stevie, and Stevie just pissed himself laughing. I just said, apparently I don't exist. I'm just an illusion. He pissed himself. So
we're purely just created by AI or something like that.
If our time zones weren't so different, we would have already had a recording done together.
Oh shit, yeah.
But we are going to get that sorted. It is on the books. It is going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen in that recording?
We got to work out what the time difference is between you and me. I know the time difference between you and me, but you and me and Casper, Wyoming, because that's where he is. That's where Stevie lives.
I would happily work with, if you get in contact and want to make a time, I'll happily work with whatever time. I don't care if it's 11 o'clock at night. I will have a nap during the day to be awake for that meeting at night.
Even now, I just looked it up right now. At the time of recording, which is 8:21 p.m., Casper, Wyoming, Eastern Standard Time. Casper, Wyoming is at 2:21 a.m. So that's
wow,
that's 12 hours behind us.
Definitely
16 hours behind us.
It is definitely a way that we can sort this out. And I think it involves gum leaves.
And Freaky Bill is back. All right. Well,
alrighty, guys.
We better ring off. Take it easy, everyone. Enjoy the week. And we will be with you hopefully next week. We'll try and put something out.
Aye, Captain. Let's do this.
Bye, Freaky Bill. Hang on. Let's make the music happen again. Ready?